You're watching Central Illinois' best source for news and weather. WAND News at 4 starts now.
Shortage, where it's happening at, and when you can fill up. Plus, a cyber attack could affect your wallet. What happened and why it could cost you. We're going to start with developing news first at 4. The Casey's General Store in Warrensburg is out of fuel. The store reports all non-diesel pumps are out and they don't know when more fuel will be delivered. Drivers are asked to make plans if traveling. And AAA is reporting a jump of 6 cents in the national gas price average. The prices expect to continue to rise through this week. Local prices now averaging about $3.15. Several government agencies are working to undo the damage caused by a weekend cyber attack. The attack forced the shutdown of a massive pipeline carrying nearly half of the fuel used by the East Coast. Alice Barr has the latest from Washington.
The federal government is working to combat the crippling effects of the worst cyber attack yet on American infrastructure, a ransomware hit that forced the nation's largest fuel pipeline to shut down. The target, Colonial Pipeline, which carries 45% of the East Coast fuel from Texas to New York.
The Department of Energy is working directly with Colonial to get the pipelines back online and operating at full capacity as quickly and safely as possible.
Right now, there is not a supply shortage. We are preparing for multiple possible contingencies because that's our job.
The Biden administration preparing to step in and move supply where it's needed to keep gas prices from driving up, as this New York gas station owner fears they will.
Food prices are going to go up. Airline tickets are going to go up. Gasoline prices are going to go up. Everything, everything that gets transported by truck is going to go up.
The FBI is blaming the Russian criminal group DarkSide while investigating for any possible connection to the Russian government itself.
I'm going to be meeting with President Putin, and so far there is no evidence based on from our intelligence people that Russia is involved.
It comes after the Biden administration sanctioned Russia last month for a series of major hacks, including a massive breach of government agencies and corporations.
But of course, our intelligence community is looking for any ties to any nation-state actors.
The Biden White House staking out its strategy in a new kind of war while racing to bring critical infrastructure back online before American consumers pay the price. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
While Colonial Pipeline has been working to get its computer system back online, it was also coordinating a low-tech solution moving fuel by truck from Texas to the East Coast. The Department of Homeland Security is mining public social media posts looking for information pointing to security threats with the goal to build a warning system for possible attacks. The department is not looking at individual posters, but rather what narratives are spreading across platforms. New information now. Danville police say a police chase that ended in this fiery crash started in Indiana. The department says the suspect, Michael Scudery, was wanted for arson when he took police on the chase before crashing his car that was outside the Christway Church. The bomb squad searched the car, and as we told you Friday, no bombs or explosives were found. Scudery was burned in the fire, but is expected to be okay. And happening right now, fire crews are investigating the cause of a fire in the 1900 block of Truman Road. When crews arrived, heavy smoke and fire was coming from the building. The fire is now out. It is unclear if anyone was hurt. And working to prevent structure fires, tonight the Pana City Council will vote on an ordinance that aims to establish better maintenance and monitoring of vacant properties by their owners. This follows a fire on East 2nd Street in downtown Pana Sunday afternoon. It was the second fire on this block in 6 months, both leaving heavy damage. Happening tonight, the remains of a Decatur soldier killed during the Korean War are returning home. Army Corporal Asa Vance was reported missing in December of 1950. He was accounted for in September of 2019. Now he will head to his final resting place. His family is asking you to line the streets. The Taylorville Police Department wants you to park in large parking lots and stand outside of your vehicle when the procession moves through. You see it there on the map. You are asked to be silent and place your hand over your heart. Bring American flags to show your support. To find the route, you can find it on WANDTV.com. Plans to improve water quality. Decatur officials are looking to create a watershed for Lake Decatur to reduce the amount of sediments and nitrates into city water. They want to also reduce spending of upkeep through dredging.
We want a safe, reliable water supply, and that begins with having a lake that has good water capacity.
The council will review the Lake Decatur Watershed Management Plan at tonight's study session. New at 4, Sangamon County is currently leading the state in vaccination rates. The county is setting just under 40% of the population being fully vaccinated. The director of Sangamon County Department of Public Health says they are still looking for ways to increase rates.
We expect to be able to add the 12-year-olds and older, hopefully soon this week. That'll be our next push, I believe. And we're just trying to be continue to be as efficient as we can, and make it very easily accessible to the public.
Community partners like SIU and Springfield Clinic are working with the department to expand accessibility. 35% of Illinoisans are fully vaccinated. The state is administering on average more than 81,000 vaccines per day. Governor Pritzker said today the state will begin decreasing the number of vaccine orders from the federal government as statewide demand has begun to decrease. For the latest COVID-19 information, you can find it on WANDTV.com. Masks, they're likely not to go away even after the pandemic. Dr. Anthony Fauci said in a COVID-19 briefing, with mask wearing, flu cases were almost non-existent in 2020. He said in coming years, it may become more common to wear masks during seasonal periods when respiratory viruses like the flu are more common to spread. Giving new reasons to stay strong. Coming up after the break, why a local gym owner says working with his athletes saved his life. You can't put a price on the relationship between a coach and their athletes. At the Be Humble Gym in Sherman, athletes are giving their coach a new meaning for living. And with the support from a GoFundMe, the gym will be expanding to an outdoor facility. It is set to break ground in the coming weeks. Well, bringing back fees after the break, the changes airlines are making to ticket changes. A recall alert now. Ford is recalling more than 500,000 Explorers over safety concerns. Retention pins could loosen and allow roof rail covers to detach from the vehicle. 2016 to 2019 years are impacted. Ford will notify owners of affected vehicles in June. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is investigating more than 1 million Honda Accords because of loss of steering control. The investigation covers 2013 through 2015 models. The agency said with no warning, the vehicle may veer or jerk out of its intended path of travel. Major airlines are starting to bring back fees. Most airlines have ended the policy waiving fees for flight changes for all passengers. Delta, American, and United waived these fees permanently for standard economy tickets and above. Airline experts say as vaccinations continue to rise, all pandemic policies are expected to be phased out. Curbing crime and making deliveries on time. Still to come, the police officers making sure mothers receive their flowers on Mother's Day. Well, some mothers in California got their Mother's Day gifts delivered by police officers. Take a look at these photos shared by the Fairfield Police Department. You see them here. According to police, a flower delivery driver was in the middle of his route when he was involved in an accident. Officers then discovered the driver was impaired and arrested him for a DUI.
It's Mother's Day, and looked at the number of flowers, looked at the manifest log we had, invoices, and they said, well, you know what? We can't just let the flowers and the chocolate stay here.
So the officers divided up the route, and they actually got all the flowers delivered on time. The desire to host dinner parties is up, according to a survey conducted by meat delivery service Butcher Box. The survey found the frequency of entertaining at home will increase, but the guest list will be trimmed. I think everybody is kind of ready for...
We're itching.
Yeah, to get back to that normal,
Yeah.
to have that dinner party.
I love hosting. That's my thing. Food and people, all right up my alley.
I don't like cooking for a bunch of people, but I do enjoy having get-togethers. My plan is to have a white lie party when things get back to normal.
That sounds like a good idea.
All right. Durham researchers suggest that feeling younger can actually have added health benefits. Experts analyzed survey data from adults over the age of 40. They found those who felt younger than their chronological age were in better functional health due to lower stress. I feel like I'm 90, so I'm probably screwed here.
I've had back problems since I was 17.
Yeah.
Steroids, broken back, you name it, I've had it. And
I clotheslined myself sledding with a fence once, so I've always had neck problems, and I was like 6, so I guess I feel old.
I think that's a thing where the younger crowd likes to complain about feeling older.
Maybe we'll be right back.
My eyeball is going, and that's some thunderstorm weather right there.
That's where my eyes went, and then I saw the rain graphics. Can't we just have 70s without rain?
Maybe someday.
Oh, we'll see that here at 5.